Hi guys, welcome back to Vlogmas, day number 3. So I have a little bit of an update and then I'm going to show you what we're doing today. So the first thing is that a few of you might remember last year at Christmas time, I was kind of stressed out because they were redoing my windows in the whole house, so I had to pack up everything and put it all in the middle of the living room, and they were supposed to come before Christmas in December, and they didn't end up coming until after January. So they came on the coldest day of the year in January. So this year for Christmas, my wonderful present is that they're going to redo the kitchens here. So I'm getting new cupboards, new countertops, new floors, and the hall floors. So I have spent the last couple of weeks packing up the kitchen, and now I have everything in the boxes in the living room, and when it gets closer to the date, they are coming in anywhere between now, they said November 1st and December 17th is the cutoff. And if they don't finish it by December 17th, then they'll finish it after Christmas in January. But they're supposed to finish it by December 17th, because in January they're coming in to rip out our bathrooms and give us new sinks and toilets and bathtubs and tiles and the floor. So I have to pack that up just after Christmas so that that room is packed up. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to do right now. It's kind of complicated. You know, everything packed up, all the food and everything in boxes. So as I'm cooking each day or every couple of days. So it's a little complicated in the living room because it's all piled up. And Christmas is coming, and I'm not really feeling the whole dig out the Christmas ornaments and make it even more crowded. And even if they come in before Christmas, like they're supposed to, scheduled for the cutoff date is December 17th, so then that only gives me like 8 days before Christmas. So to unpack all the kitchen and put it back together. So I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'm thinking we're just going to do like a really tiny tree and not much decorations because it seems like a lot. So as I was saying, the kitchen is all packed up. All the cupboards are empty. Everything is completely packed up. And as I'm using it, I take it out of the box. I wash the pans. I use them. I put them back in the box. Each day I do this. Or every couple days, depending on how I'm cooking. So I was sitting here thinking, you know, it's really, really cold outside, and what are we going to have for dinner for the next couple of days so that I don't have to worry about going through all the boxes every day. So the one thing that I love on holidays is chicken noodle soup. So, especially on the cold days. So today I'm going to make chicken noodle soup, which will last us a couple days, so that I can have a little break from the kitchen. So that's what we're going to do today in the kitchen. I'm going to take you and we're going to make chicken noodle soup from scratch, because that's the best way. So that's what we're going to do today, because I love around Christmas time soups, chili, baked goods. So that's what we're doing today. So let's get started. Okay, so for the chicken noodle soup, the first thing I'm doing is browning the chicken. I'm actually doing it in my Instant Pot. So it has a browning setting, so I'm browning the chicken right now. And then the other things you're going to need are, I have frozen peas, canned mushrooms, sliced canned mushrooms, peaches and cream corn, And the fresh ingredients are celery, onions, carrots, and I've already washed, diced, and cleaned them all up so they're ready. Minced garlic, salt, pepper, egg noodles, and chicken broth. Those are the things that I'm going to be using in my chicken noodle soup. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to pressure cook the chicken. So I'm obviously going to leave it in there, and I'm just going to add chicken broth, around 1.5 cups or so. It doesn't matter because eventually I'm going to add the whole thing, because eventually I'm going to be adding a whole nother one anyways. So I'm going to let that cook with some chicken broth. I'm going to put in some garlic, add the pepper. So all to your own taste. Pepper, salt. There's about a teaspoon of salt, or a little less, maybe 1/2 teaspoon. So that goes in there. A teaspoon of garlic is going in there. And I think that's it for now, and I'm going to let that pressure cook for about 15 minutes, and then I'll be back. Okay guys, so now the chicken is cooked, and all I did was shred the chicken. I just took 2 forks and shredded it, which was really easy. It fell right apart. So now that's going to go back into the pot. I'm going to pour in the mushrooms. I'm going to pour in the corn. Maybe not the whole can, maybe half. I'm going to pour in the rest of the vegetables, which is carrots, celery, and onions. And the peas. So the frozen peas, that's also going in. So that's all that I'm going to put in for vegetables right now. I'm not going to be putting in the noodles just yet. Now I'm going to add one more container of chicken broth. I have it right here, and I'm going to pour that in. And I'm going to use the whole container, so I'm just going to pour that in. And the container is about 2 cups of chicken broth. So now everything is in there in the pot. I'm going to let it cook for at least an hour, if not 2, maybe closer to 2 hours. But about 20 minutes before it's done, I'm going to drop in the egg noodles. So I'll be back when that's ready. So the soup is now done. The only thing left for me to do is add the noodles, which I have right here. The egg noodles, which take about 5 minutes in boiling water, and that is super hot. And you can just eyeball it, as many noodles as you want to put in. I put in about 1/2 of the bag, so I'm just going to stir it, put the lid on it, let it sit for a little bit, and then we're going to eat. Okay, so in about 10 minutes it will be completely done. Now I did add about another cup of broth, and I added a teaspoon of Italian herb. So just some spice, a little bit more spice, but it's absolutely perfect. So dinner's in 10 minutes. So thanks for watching. So the chicken noodle soup turned out really, really good. I loved it. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, everyone.